Okay, everyone, please welcome Ravi from Zeeve.
Yeah, hi everyone. So those of you who were not part of the panel session, just to give a brief, my name is Ravi. I'm the co-founder CEO of Zeeve. And I've been in the blockchain space for almost 7 years now. Started my journey helping enterprises navigate blockchain tech in 2017. Worked with quite a few enterprises and thereafter started Zeeve because we saw that setting up your own network, managing, maintaining it, especially in a very hard compliance and regulatory environment, is super, super difficult. So that was the motivation why we started Zeeve. So Zeeve has been into infrastructure for the last 4 years. We started with Fabric, Besu, some of the permission protocols, but then started helping a lot of customers who wanted to launch their own L1s. Initially, there were no very standard stacks to launch your own chain. People used to fork Ethereum or Lisk or various other protocols. But then, once we started seeing stacks like Cosmos SDK and then Avalanche Subnet, I think things changed massively in the last 3-4 years. We offer one-click deployments, and why that is important, not just to save time, because I believe somebody who is launching a mainnet, it may not be necessary to save massive amount of time, but I think it brings in a lot of standardization. When you're launching your own custom chain, you don't want human errors to creep in. So that's where one-click deployment with highly standardized, like server hardening, setting up machines with proper security, etc., becomes paramount importance. And then automated onboarding, like whether it be validator onboarding in a POS network. If you're launching a POS, then you require how the validators can be onboarded in one click, especially if you're launching an enterprise consortium or let's say a permissionless chain, or you are doing your node sale. In all of those scenarios, you would require some kind of onboarding support so that non-technical users can easily become part of your chain, whether it be exposing RPC, whether it be exposing Explorer, or getting validators to onboard you on your chain. And then one thing that we have seen is that as stacks mature, like today, you've seen L1s or the Avalanche stack has matured massively in the last 2 years. And we are seeing a lot of traction from enterprises or startups who have been running on Fabric or Besu, or some of the L2 stacks, they want to migrate to L1. So since we have worked with multiple stacks and served multiple customers, we have massive expertise on migrating your chain, including zero data loss and zero data migration headaches over to L1. And then we are very strong on security, working with enterprises. We are ISO 27001, SOC 2 Type 2 compliant and GDPR compliant. So very, very compliant, and we, not just at the organization level, but whatever infra we build, deploy or manage, we ensure that the same kind of security and compliances are implemented on the infrastructure level. And then we have massive integrations I'll talk about. Just a brief, in terms of numbers, in last 6 to 8 weeks, we have launched 15 L1s. We have been running 60+ production networks across different stacks. That includes L1s, L2s, and L3s. And we have been running more than 350 testnets, again, across different stacks. We are a team of 70+ blockchain engineers and DevOps experts, so very solid team, including support engineers, providing 24/7 support with enterprise SLA. And then we have been more than 4 years, almost going to be 5 now. So why Avalanche L1? I got across Avalanche in 2023, end of 2022, when I met Justin in New York during the Benzinga conference. The whole idea of subnet was very, very exciting. First, the overall architecture of Avalanche has been incredibly beautiful. If you delve deeper into it and compare it with other stacks, you will realize the whole concept of P-chain and asset chain is amazing. And then along with subnets where you can extend, getting the same stack, same functionality of Avalanche C-chain to your own chain was very beautiful. And I think in terms of numbers, we see that Avalanche has got traction across all different verticals, all different kind of use cases. And at the same time, their C-chain has got massive enterprise adoption, which again is something unique to Avalanche ecosystem. But there were some obvious challenges with the subnet stack, as I think Martin also mentioned in his presentation, that it was very capex intensive, so you required 2,000 AVAX, you had dependency on the C-chain. So if you want to launch a complete permissionless L1, it was pretty difficult. So I think doing away with these changes with Etna upgrade, I think now we have got a stack where you can launch not just a permissionless L1 or permission, but anywhere in between. So that is, I think, the beauty of it. And we realized this early on, and with this upgrade, we have started seeing more and more traction as compared to other stacks using Avalanche L1 to launch your own L1. But still, launching your own L1 in-house still becomes a difficult proposition because every stack has their own learning curve. It requires a lot of technical inputs. And it's not just about launching your L1, which I think Avalanche has done a fantastic job to make it super, super easy for any builder to launch their own L1. But it's about building the ecosystem around your chain. Because when you are launching a dApp on a public chain, you are actually becoming part of an ecosystem which is already there. But when you're launching your own custom L1, then you need to actually build your own ecosystem as well. So what I mean to say is that let's say you are launching a gaming chain or a DeFi use case, like we have a customer Wirex, a payment app. Now they require account abstraction. They require oracles. They require interoperability support. So let's say we talk about these three integrations. So with us, you can have native integrations into your L1. So when you're launching your L1, we make it so easy, so abstracted that it's like deploying your smart contract on a public chain. So that is the whole idea. So that is the difference between launching your own chain, because it's not just about writing some lines of code or deploying a chain, but having all the core components in place, whether it be data indexing or Explorer, and having all these integrations in place so that you can launch your own ecosystem, you can build your community, and you can focus on the main focus area, which is building user traction, building transactions, building community for your own chain. So this is our core product stack, where we have given a brand to Avalanche L1 launcher called Cogitus, which includes L1 launcher. With one click, in few minutes, you can launch your L1. At the same time, there's a very sophisticated configuration wizard. You can have your different kind of configs, including gas configs. It comes with all the core components, whether it be Explorer, data indexing, faucets, etc. Along with post-deployment, you have a monitoring dashboard, both standard and as advanced, where you can manage all your configurations, all your on-chain, off-chain, and infra-level metrics. And at the same time, it's powered with 24/7 monitoring and support with enterprise SLA. And then we have Tracelog, which is our block explorer, which has been built using Block Scout. On top of it, a very useful layer. You can customize it to any way you want. And then TraceEye, which is a data indexing and hosted subgraphs, which is powered by both by Graph Protocol as well as subquery. So it gives you massive options to do any kind of data indexing, your custom contracts, etc. And then this is our main offering, Avalanche L1 as a service. So as you can see, it provides tons of configurations, unlimited flexibility on doing any kind of configurations. We have a support which provides you onboarding. So you can set up a call with a team of experts who can help you with identifying the right set of configurations. Depending on your use case, what configurations is good for you. So there is an open platform. You can go and launch your chain doing all the configs. But at the same time, whenever you need support, our team is there to help you with each and every config. It is what is more optimized or what is the best config for your use case. And then setting up the node infra, bringing our enterprise-grade infra, with server hardening, etc. We set up an infra-grade, your nodes. And then post-deployment, and then, depending on your compliances, we offer 150 plus cloud regions across the globe, wherever you want to set up your machines. If you want to have a distributed infra, like some machines running in Europe, some in US, some in Asia, even you can do that. So that kind of distributed kind of architecture is also possible with us, along with high availability, which may be required if you're launching a chain which is anticipated to have massive number of transactions from day one. And then, migration assistance and enterprise SLAs, as I mentioned. This is a quick snapshot of our dashboard. Then, TraceEye, which is a data indexing product, and then Tracelog, which is a block explorer. These are some of our packages. With part of the subsidy program, we are offering testnet at $50. You can launch a devnet, which is forever, or testnet for a limited time. And at the same time, there's a subsidy on launching your mainnet as well. This is a list of integration partners. So we believe, as we worked with more than 70 plus production networks, every chain, depending on your use case, do require some kind of extension, whether it be account abstraction, whether it be wallet infrastructure, whether it be on-ramp, off-ramp, interoperability, oracles. So this is our all partners that we connect with. Some of them are natively integrated to L1, and our target for this year is to integrate more and more partners, so that if you require oracles, we can bring in not just Chainlink, but we can bring in Redstone, we can bring in different other partners, and you can choose depending on your requirements, your integration timelines, your cost structure. So plethora of choices in each categories that we bring here. And then, in terms of engagements, as I mentioned, these are our customers for custom app chains and rollups. As you can see, we cover all different kind of use cases, all verticals, a lot of enterprises, including Deutsche Telekom, Deutsche Bank, Siemens Energy, Vodafone, some of our customers on the enterprise side. And on the crypto native side, we have Wirex, we have Router Protocol. So quite a few building Web3 infra or into DeFi or gaming, so covering all different. And the logos which are covered by red boundary, that are typical L1s that we have highlighted here. So this was basically more on the presentation side. Just a quick glimpse on how the platform looks like. It's completely live. You can go there. We have already got more than 40 devnets which are running in last 2 weeks, and 15 plus L1s which have gone into public testnets or public mainnets. So you can just simply, so DevNet is a very exciting offering that we have offered, because at times you just want to test it out. You have not decided. And so for that, we have two options. One, you can launch a DevNet, and there's a public demo network as well, where you don't need to launch anything, you don't need to buy anything. You simply go to the public demo network, and it is a fully functional L1. And you can simply deploy your contracts, and you can do the transactions, and you can get the entire set of functionality. And we have got native integrations as well with Third Web and Wallet Infra, etc. So you can try out all the functionalities without deploying on your own chain. But once you decide that you want to launch your DevNet and testnet, you can simply move forward. For the subsidized testnet, it gives you the necessary conditions that you need to meet, or you can launch at a regular cost. And yeah, so once you make the payment, then, now once you have done the e-commerce workflow, then post that, again, as I mentioned, you can do it yourself, completely set your configs. It has got a help icon with each and every config so that you know how it works, like the way you see it on the screen. But at the same time, you can always set up a call, you can invoke the chat, or you can connect us on Telegram. As you get onboarded, you have a Telegram group, and we can help you with defining each and every configurations and helping set up the chain for you. So these are all different configurations. Like for identifying your chain ID, we have an integration with chain list, which can tell you which is the unique ID. And then accordingly, whether you want to set up a POA chain or a POS chain, all kind of configurations. And for POA, you get a lot of pre-compiles as well as that you can see here. So once you have done the configurations, I'll just skip some of the config piece. So once you have configured, then it takes approximately 10 to 15 minutes for your testnet to be set up. It depends on the syncing time with the P chain, how much time it may take, maximum up to 30 minutes that we have seen. Once you launch it, it shows in progress. And then, once it is set up, I'll just show you another network. Yep. And then you get a management dashboard where you can see all your configs of the chain. You can make any changes. And now we are launching an advanced version of our dashboard so that you can make even on-chain configuration changes within your dashboard itself. Right now, it's more of a static dashboard, which shows all the metrics of the underlying cloud, your on-chain matrix, plus your all different kind of configurations that you have on the chain. But then later on, you would be able to do on-chain changes also to your chain. This is, again, integrations part. You have add-ons, like, different kind of add-ons. You see some of the add-ons by Ava Labs, like EERC or Interop. Then we have add-ons from oracles or interoperability, etc. You can simply toggle that, yes, I want this add-on. And whichever add-ons are natively integrated, with just few clicks, you would be able to add it to your chain. Whichever may require more configurations, then you can set up a call with us and we can help you how to set up that integrations with us. And this chain is, this list is right now 8 to 10 integrations, but you're going to see that we are adding more and more. The target for this year is to add at least 20 to 30 integrations covering all different kind of use cases, so that launching your chain, managing your chain, and extending your chain becomes super, super easy for you. This is your dashboard where you can see all your different networks and you can manage them. And then, the rest of the features like your subscription management, it's a complete full-fledged dashboard, user access control, you can add more users who can manage different aspects of your network, who can have access to the dashboard, who can have access to advanced configuration changes, etc. Right. So, this is what Cogitus is a one-click deployment platform, but at the same time, it helps you build the entire ecosystem. And to top it all, we are a very strong team. We have been in the Web3. We provide massive co-marketing support. We have been doing a lot of activities with our partners. We have our own flagship event called Rollup and App Chain Day. Last we did was at ETH Denver, where Avalanche was the key partner. And then, we do a lot of Web3 spaces, whether it be AMAs or talk shows, a lot of content generation. And we help our startups grow. We help them with node sale infrastructure. We help quite a few customers raise funds during their node sales. And then, whichever way, as the market evolves, we continue to add more and more features into our product to ultimately help our partners, builders, customers to get, go to market as well as get a very sound and reliable infrastructure so that they don't need to worry about the infrastructure and can focus more and more on their use case. Thank you. And if you want to, you can go to cogitus.io or zeeve.io. You can simply log in and you can set up your testnet or access the public demo network. You can connect us on Twitter, LinkedIn, or Telegram. And you can set up a free call with our team of experts who can help you. Starting from what Avalanche L1 is, how it can help you, why it is the best stack to launch your chain, and how Zeeve can help you realize your vision on Avalanche L1. Thank you.